Hi, we're going to do another privilege today. And this one is a privilege that I think of all the privileges out there is the only one that you have real, true, actual choice over. And yet it's the one I have a hardest time admitting that I have. And this is smart privilege. You are treated differently when you're seen as intelligent. Whether you are or not, it's all about perception. When I was little, I had a lisp and a stutter. The name Celeste is a lot of fun with a lisp. So I was not seen as intelligent. But I read at much higher advanced levels. And so in that regard, I was. So they kept me out of resources because of my reading, out of resource classes. And then when I got over the lisp and stutter, I still read at a much higher level. So I am viewed as intelligent, but that is something that I have had to work very, very hard to do. Not to be viewed as such, but to be such. When I don't understand something, I look it up. Law school was very hard for me, and I failed out because of test anxiety, because I had to look up every word I didn't know. Most people skip by words they don't know. There are a shit ton of words in law school textbooks that nobody knows. So that's just me, my little thing. I have to look up everything I don't know. I have to research everything before I try to claim it as a fact. And that is what makes me smart. And I don't know why I have a hard time saying that I have smart privilege. Because it makes me sound like a snob? Why? This is the one of my privileges I've actually earned. I haven't earned white privilege. The rare instances where being a female is advantageous, I haven't earned female privilege. The few instances where being wheelchair bound is advantageous, I haven't earned that. And I'd sure as hell rather not have it. There are no instances in which being fat is advantageous, and I still haven't earned that. Being smart is the one privilege that people have that can possibly be earned. Completely by yourself, not by yourself. Obviously, I had teachers, but it is earned. If you are an idiot, it is your fault. If you are nonverbal and can't talk, that is not your fault. But you are viewed as an idiot. And that puts you in the same category. So that sucks. If you are a Trump supporter, that is your fault. And knock that shit off now. So, smart privilege. Yeah. That is real. I am treated better than a lot of dumb people I know. And by dumb, I mean, let's take, for example, that girl I was making fun of who was in her 30s and thought that she had a boyfriend that she'd never met 3 states away. Honey, he ain't your boyfriend. You never met. I remember once when she'd said something ridiculous, I remember thinking, wow, life has to be a lot harder if you're dumb. But I don't know. Maybe she doesn't know it's harder. And I do and say dumb shit all the time. Who doesn't? But I feel like a snob admitting that I'm smart. Why? This is one I've earned. I've gone to a zillion years of college. I've read a zillion books. This is one I've earned. And yet, I feel like it is not socially acceptable for me to admit that I have an advantage that other people don't. In the one instance where other people could, if they just picked up a book.